Hello to you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and this is Poland Daily Culture. And we're talking about amazing things, and this is actually faith and religion, which is a very strong part of culture here in Poland. Here with me in the studio is Tomasz Kawierski, the leader of a Christian youth community in Warsaw. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
And you are a person who organized tours of a very special monk who is Fra Elia Cataldo, an Italian monk, and you helped to organize his tour around Poland, where he visits different churches, different communities, speak to people, take part in masses, basically spread the gospel. So we've talked a little bit about Fra Elia in previous episode, but just in few words, who is he and what he's doing in Poland?
I heard about him for the first time when I lived in Singapore, and I really wanted to meet him. My favorite saint is Padre Pio, and I heard, there is currently a person living in Italy that has similar gifts and is very similar to Padre Pio. And when I moved to Poland, I heard that he's coming in March. It was during Lent, to Poland, and I was praying that, Holy Spirit, I really would like to meet him. And you will not believe that, but my friend called me and he said, I'm going to help Fra Elia to organize his tour. I have a seat in my car, would you like to join? So I joined, and this very evening I met Fra Elia. So
for certain things, God just makes things happen very quickly.
That's correct. And that's how my friendship with Fra Elia started.
So you've met him more, and you've seen also basically the doings which God and Jesus is doing through him, because he brings so many blessings. And as I was able to go through before this interview, there are proved scientifically by doctors the examples of healing and of miracle healings of people who were really strongly ill or suffered from strong illnesses in different fields, either of the body, or physical or mental illness. Have you ever yourself witnessed such kind of healing?
Yes, when I met him for the first time, I had a friend, Sylvia. She was 22-year-old, and she has many mental and addiction problems. She actually was diagnosed with borderline, with bulimia. She was addicted to drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, pills. She had social phobia. She couldn't go outside of her apartment without taking pills because she was scared of people. She had many suicide attempts. Her hands were all cutted because she said that by hurting her body, she actually it's less pain than her mental pain. So when I met Fra Elia, I decided to print her picture and I passed it to Fra Elia. It was exactly on 26th of March, and 2 weeks after, she called me and she said, Thomas, I'm healed. I'm happy. I don't know how I could live like this before. I threw away all my pills. I said, Sylvia, how you throw away all the pills? I thought maybe it's a change in mood. But 2 years passed, and now she works. She is very happy. She is healthy. So I witnessed a miracle by myself. I even went to Fra Elia and I said, was this healing through your intercession? He asked me, is she happy? I said, yes. And he just walked away.
Amazing, I would say amazing. That's a really proof of real faith, of real intervention of Jesus in the world. Why there are no hundreds of people, thousands of people who go to him? Why is he not so popular when it comes to miracles and things which happen through him? How is it possible? What kind of explanation do you have for it?
I think now people try to reason everything. Even if something miracle happens, they try to find a way how this person is cheating or how it's possible in a scientific way. And even if, for example, a saint would appear to them, they would try to find a scientific explanation for this and will not believe in it. So that's why Fra Elia and his teaching, his messages are not going through the media, and many people have never heard of him.
Was a way of knowing more about him. Can they read a book?
Yes, there are a few books also translated to Polish where you can...
One of them is Fra Elia, yes, the Italian journalist who managed to do like series of interviews and explain the life of Fra Elia, yes, as I understand?
That's correct. I met her also personally. She's now over 80 years old and she wrote in details because she is a friend of Fra Elia for many years, and she experienced all of these things by herself. When I myself have seen a few miracles being around Fra Elia, for example, when I met him for the first time, it was Lent. And when we were traveling around Poland with him, I noticed that during the meals, he never eats anything. I was surprised. We were all hungry, eating. It was still winter. And he never touched any food. And what I learned later, that for 40 days of Lent, he doesn't eat any food. And not only now, but from his childhood. Everything about him is actually exceptional.
Well, there are a few words for this. To summarize, I would just say that you, the viewers of Poland Daily, you have to see and experience this by yourselves, because who will believe those things when we just say them? But anyway, thank you very much for watching Poland Daily Culture.